Hello and welcome. My name is Linda Storm, and I would love to take this opportunity to answer some of the frequently asked questions that people have and want to know even before they book a new client consultation, and to let you know why we book new client consultations. I book new client consultations on 30 minutes instead of 15 minutes. And the reason I do this is so that we can thoroughly go through a lot of the administration so that we don't waste time doing that in sessions, and that you can thoroughly understand what's going to happen when we engage in therapy. Different therapists have different intake processes, and mine is quite comprehensive. And I do use every scrap of information that you fill out for me on these forms. Some are mandatory and some are optional, and I make sure you know which ones are which. So part of the new client consultation will be an opportunity for you to ask me some very straightforward questions. The one question I always get is, how much does therapy cost? Well, that actually turns out to be a very, very good question, and I will answer it here on the video so that you don't have to necessarily ask it in the new client interview, because a lot of people I find are very hesitant and they think it's an impolite question, where it's not. The regular rate for most therapists is anywhere between $150 and $220 an hour, and this is often set by our regulatory committees. So it's kind of like a suggested retail price. I set mine to $150 for 60-minute session, and I want you to understand that this is negotiable. If you are an out-of-pocket client without insurance benefits, please let me know, and we can always make some necessary adjustments, because it's in the best interest of both of us, particularly you, to keep it affordable. You'll also notice when you're booking sessions that there are three categories. There is 60 minutes for $150, and there is 90 minutes for $190, and finally there's 2 hours for $225. And everybody's first impression is, oh my gosh, that's expensive. But when you consider that when you book on a bi-weekly or a tri-weekly basis, and you utilize the 90 minutes and the 120 minutes, it actually at the end of the month or after the end of so many weeks to be a lot less expensive, a savings up to about 40%. The other thing, well, which will work out as well, is if you find 60 minutes is not long enough because we're dealing with a combination of being in the spectrum or ADHD symptoms and traits in combination with traumas and anxieties and depressions, a lot of people need that extra half an hour, or they need that extra hour to do that necessary in-depth work. And to do that really deep dive in-depth work every few weeks as opposed to once a week for 60 minutes means it's spread out just a little bit more and gives you more time to reflect in between sessions. So it's just there for your consideration. The other question that I'm asked quite a bit is, what kind of work do I do in between sessions? I do ask that you do a minimum of work between sessions in the form of checking in and letting me know how you're doing, monitoring the progress so that you acknowledge the shifts and the changes, and that we can validate and verify that we are on the right track and we're addressing the issues that you know need to be addressed. And if not, if it's not right on point, then we regroup, we replan, and we reset, and we get exactly what it is you need. And that way we stay on track with everything that's going on. And if you have any questions at all, the business address, which is my email address, which is linda@mytherapist.ca, as well as that phone number, which is a mobile, which is textable. It doesn't matter what time of the day or night that you find it necessary to communicate a piece of information to me, please do, please do. That's a business one, and I will attend to it, and it will be very useful information. Okay, so if you have any other questions, please do not hesitate, because I'm here. Thank you. Bye.